the primal roar within, more than just a monster. They say a werewolf's howl can freeze your blood. But what if the sound that terrifies you is coming from inside your own mind? For centuries, people whispered about men turning into beasts under the full moon. Ancient Greek warriors blamed curses. Medieval villagers blamed demons. Shamans called it a spirit trial. Kings called it madness. Mothers called it fear. But tonight, as you sit alone, watching the shadows move on your wall, you realize something unsettling. The legend never died. It simply moved inward. Because the werewolf myth is older than any story, it's a reflection of something we've buried deep inside ourselves. The cage of conformity, yearning for release. You wake up every day wearing a mask, smiling when you must, apologizing when you don't feel sorry, shrinking yourself to fit into a world that keeps reducing you. This world tames you, trims your nails, softens your voice, edits your emotions. And yet, inside that polished, acceptable version of you, something claws at the walls. Psychologists call it the shadow self, the part of you society never allowed to breathe. The anger you swallow, the courage you hide, the instincts you pretend you never had. The werewolf's transformation? It's not just bones cracking and fur spreading, it's a symbolic scream. Enough! The beast breaks free because the human is tired of being trapped. The untamed power fantasy, control and chaos. You felt it, haven't you? The wish, just for a moment, to throw off all fear and become something unstoppable. The werewolf embodies that fantasy, a force that cannot be manipulated, controlled or ignored. A creature that answers to no one, fears nothing, and bends the world instead of being bent by it. In a life filled with unanswered messages, unpaid bills, rejected dreams and silent battles, the idea of becoming a beast with limitless strength becomes strangely comforting. But power without restraint has a cost. Aggression unleashed, catharsis or catastrophe. Inside every werewolf story lies a darker whisper. What if you let your anger out? Just once. The beast doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't consider morality. It doesn't negotiate. It destroys. That release, that fantasy of unfiltered aggression, is tempting. It promises relief, a violent purge of everything you've buried. But behind that fantasy lies a truth horror never tells you. The wolf doesn't just kill the enemy, it kills the parts of you that made you human. So the question remains, are you craving destruction, or are you craving the strength to protect yourself? Modern manifestations, the lycanthropic echo today. Maybe we no longer transform under the moon, but the wolf still lives in us. You see it in extreme sports where people chase death to feel alive, in online anonymity where the kindest souls become vicious, in sudden rage that erupts from quiet people, in the primal roar of those who finally stop being afraid. The werewolf isn't a monster from folklore, it's the echo of the human psyche, the part that refuses to be silenced. So tonight, ask yourself, what does your inner wolf want? Destruction? Freedom? Power? Or simply the courage to be your true, untamed self? Because horror begins when you ignore the howl, but transformation begins when you finally listen to it.